Hi, welcome to Nina in the Kitchen, where today I would love to show you how to make a chocolate peanut butter pie. It's a chocolate crust with chocolate ganache and a peanut butter mousse that is so delicious. It's a refrigerator pie and easy to put together. Great summertime treat. This is how you make it. I took a pie pan, I buttered it, and then I put 30 of these cookies into my food processor with 6 tablespoons of melted butter, and you pulse it until you get these crumbs. Now, if you don't have a processor, you can just use a plastic bag, put your cookies inside here, and smash them with a rolling pin. And that's a nice thing to do too, actually, because it gives you different textures. You're not going to be so uniform if you do it this way. You would take your cookies, your smashed cookies out of the bag, put them in a bowl, and then mix the butter in with that. You don't have to lick the fillings out of your cookies. You can use them just like this. You can also use a removable bottom tart pan, which would be really actually pretty cool. Didn't think of it. Let me show you what's in the peanut butter mousse. This is 1 1/4 cups of creamy peanut butter, and I highly recommend that if you have a kitchen scale, go ahead and use that, because trying to use measuring cups with peanut butter is a mess. 11.4 ounces of creamy peanut butter, 322 grams. If you're using cups, like I said, it was 1 1/4 cups of peanut butter. Then I have 10 ounces of Very Happy cream cheese, which is 282 grams. This is room temperature cream cheese, and I'm just putting that right in. Just going to put this on the mixer with a paddle attachment, and we'll run this on medium speed just until it's incorporated. And you know, with these mixers, you're going to want to stop about halfway through and scrape it, and make sure that you get the very bottom where there's that little dimple, because otherwise it just won't work very well. So, next ingredient in is going to be confectionery sugar, or icing sugar. You may know it by that. 1 1/2 cups, which is 170 grams. And I don't like to sift things, but you know, there's just some things that you just have to give into, and this is one of them. You don't want those little lumps throughout. So I'm just going to go ahead, put my sifter right on the bowl, and it just takes a minute. Look at all of those lumps. You just press those out. This goes back on the mixer at low speed. This is nice and creamy. The sugar has incorporated into that. It looks really good. The next step is incorporating whipped cream into this, and you're going to fold this in. I am using 12 ounces of heavy cream, which I have whipped, and I stabilized it by using 1/2 of a teaspoon of gelatin. I put in here, so 1 1/2 cups or 12 ounces is 350 milliliters. And the way that you fold is you take your heavy base, we'll call this the base, and you fold your lighter product into it. We'll start out with just a small amount. That's about 1/3 of what I had in this bowl of the whipped cream. You go into the center and then just cut a path and scoop around. The reason for using a stabilized whipped cream here is so that this foam, the whipped cream, won't revert back to a liquid. It will hold its shape, and I think maybe just that little bit of gelatin will also help stabilize the whole mousse in general. So this is incorporated now. All the white streaks are gone. So then you just pour your filling right into the pie shell. Okay, just make pretty little swirls, and this goes right into the fridge. I would say this has to set up for a good 3 hours before you can cut into it. Overnight is best. I'm going to pop it in the fridge. I'll see you in 3 hours. We're back. It is 3 hours later. The pie is out of the fridge, and when you touch it, you can feel that it's firm. So this is ready to go. And for the final touch, to gild the lily, if you will, I've cut up 3.5 ounces or 100 grams or 1 cup of chocolate. This is a semi-sweet chocolate. This is 1/2 cup of cream, that's 150 mils. I put this on the stove top just to simmer it, and as soon as it began to simmer, I took it off the heat. And I'm just going to stir this chocolate in. This doesn't even take a minute to do this. As soon as the chocolate melts, you have ganache. Within a couple of minutes, you have a beautiful creamy ganache. It will set up as it sits. And then here is the pie. As I said, overnight is best. This is still a little soft set, but it will be fine. So here we have it, peanut butter pie, a little ganache, chocolate cookie crumb crust. This is so good. It's a creamy dessert. You take a little bite, you think, oh, how light that is. But no, then when you finish it, you realize that was a rich bite. The cookie crust is really, it sets everything else up. Really delicious. I hope you try this recipe. It's so easy. Refrigerator pie, what a great thing. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you try this. If you do, let me know. Bye, guys.